Liz on a Lane, and on this channel I usually talk about books, fashion, lifestyle, and also sometimes Taylor Swift. And today I am just going to take you with me on this rainy afternoon slash evening. I am home alone and I just want to do some relaxing things. I am working on this crochet project. It's going to be a dress that I want to wear at an event at the end of June, or maybe like middle of June. It's June 18th, I believe. So that's in only a couple of weeks, and I'm not sure if I will be able to finish it in time. I think I need all of the time that I can get. I bring my crochet project to work, so you know, I can work on it during my lunch break. So then I will sit at the lunch table with my colleagues and then be like, is it okay if I can crochet? Because I do believe that I can do it, and I will be so happy once it's done. Like, I can't wait to wear this, because I think it's going to look very good, if I say so myself. And also, I'm starting to know the pattern by heart, so you know, I have to repeat certain things, and I start to know like which step follows one step. I figured I have a afternoon slash evening by myself. I got home from work and I'm going to be alone, and I figured that I would keep myself some company by taking you with me, and I hope that this is relaxing for you. Please make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate or something else, a glass of water maybe, and just kind of enjoy this vlog. It's going to be chill. I really liked my chill and productive Sunday vlog that I made a few weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I got some nice comments on it, so I figured that I would make another one. It's not Sunday. It's probably not going to be as productive. I'm going to be doing this. I'm also going to be reading a little bit. And I'm also going to make dinner, and then I will probably just crochet for the rest of the evening while I watch Riverdale, because that is still my guilty pleasure. Let me tell you a little bit about my weekend. I went on a hike, and by a hike I mean a long walk in nature. It was 7 kilometers, and I think it took us about probably 3 hours, which is like twice as long as the guide said it would take. But you know how it is, you know, you slow down, you stop to look at something, you talk about things, you sit down for a while to just kind of have a snack, stuff like that. So it took us about 3 hours, but 3 hours of walking for me is huge. And it was the first time in years that I could do that without feeling immense pain, and I am so happy about that. So in case you didn't know, I suffer from something in my legs. I don't exactly know what it is, but it has been with me and causing me chronic pain for years. It started when I was 18 and now I am 25, and it was only this year that things started getting better. I used to be on medication, and it did alleviate a lot of the pain, but then, you know, I was taking this medication multiple times a day and I was still suffering, and it wasn't anything like super painful or anything, but it was just always there, and it definitely was keeping me from doing things that I wanted to do. So I went to a doctor. It took quite a few different doctors to actually find something that would help, but eventually it turned out that my knees are all wobbly and just not the way they should be because my feet are not what they should be. So now I have these medical inlay soles, or what you would call them, I have no idea in English. And I also had to go to physical therapy, and in that physical therapy I just had to work out. Basically I had to do muscle training, and I remember very vividly this one time, because I had been in physical therapy for a few weeks but I hadn't really noticed an improvement. But this one time I had to do power training with just like a machine with weights and stuff like that, so I had to do one of those machine exercises. And that night I woke up, and usually when I woke up at night, not anymore, but in the past when I woke up at night, I would be in pain. My hurts would start lagging, my legs would start hurting, and that did not happen. I didn't wake up with sore legs. They were normal. And I remember feeling euphoric. I sent my friends a text, or like I mentioned in the group chat, like, guys, this is revolutionary. I am awake. It is 3 a.m. and I am not in pain. This is unheard of. And I told my physical therapist this. She made me focus on those exercise machines, and then afterwards, after like a few weeks more of physical therapy, she was like, well, you know what you have to do, you just have to keep going. And she gave me all of these exercises that I could do, but eventually I found them too difficult to keep up with, because I don't really like sports, to be honest. So I couldn't actually really get into it. But in January I decided that I was going to find those machines. So I wanted to work out with those machines again instead of just with my own body weight. And I signed up for a gym membership, and I go twice a week, and that is life-changing for me. And so finally I was able to walk 7 kilometers, which is not a lot, you know. But I wasn't in excruciating pain, and it made me very happy. I didn't have no pain. I did have some pains at the end there, like probably the last half an hour. But remember, we had been walking for 2.5 hours. There was a time where I couldn't walk for 20 minutes without feeling a lot of pain. So that is a huge improvement, and I'm very happy about that. And you know, also the bonus was, of course, that we were in nature. It was very lovely. I did take some footage, so here you can see that. I mean, we walked. I mean, the weather was beautiful. It was perfect for a walk, you know, not too hot, not too cold. What is it, April 5th? We saw lots of geese, we heard different birds, it was just a nice walk. And on Sunday I had some friends over. We played board games, and it was really fun, and it was just a chill afternoon. I didn't win any of the games, but that's okay. I'm not very competitive, so I don't really mind. I'm just here for the vibes usually when there's board games going on. I am reading The Little Friend by Donna Tartt, and I have been reading it for a while now. It's a huge book. It's like 555 pages or something, and the font is really, really small. I'm at page, I believe, 170 something along those lines, and I was very intrigued and engaged at first, but now it's kind of slowing down, and I'm not really sure where the book is going, and I'm just kind of hoping that it picks up quick, because if it doesn't, then I might not finish it, and that's a shame, because I have spent quite a lot of time reading it already, because it takes me like 2 minutes to finish a page, which for me is a long time. Usually for me, like, I would usually think it's about 1 minute or maybe like 40 to 50 seconds per page for me, because I am not the quickest reader, but I'm definitely also not the slowest, so 2 minutes per page seems like a very long time. I like the way it's written, but sometimes it just kind of goes on and on and on, and I keep wondering, is this relevant? Do I really need to know the backstory of this one character, or do I really need this one anecdote that happened to them? Like, I'm not sure what that's about. I mean, they might be significant, but probably by the time that they're significant, I have forgotten that they had happened. So I'm not sure if that is, the best way to go there. But I will read a little bit later on tonight, and maybe I start enjoying it again. Because I used to be really positive about the book, but I believe about 50 pages ago, I was just like, well, I did pick up my habit of reading in the morning again, so my alarm goes at 7, and I try to get up by 7:20, and then in those 20 minutes I read in bed, and it's really nice actually, because it makes me feel like I have done something productive even before really starting my day, so that's nice. This needs to be about 130 centimeters. And this is probably about 20. And then I only have, part of the skirt. Then I haven't added buttons, I haven't added detailing, I haven't added the top. It's just the skirt. And it takes me about 15 minutes to finish one row. And one row is usually less than 1 centimeter. So I have not done the math because I think that would be depressing. So I'm just, making sure that I can crochet whenever. So I try to crochet while I'm watching How I Met Your Mother with my boyfriend at night, because I have seen How I Met Your Mother multiple times. I know what the jokes are. I don't need to have my eyes glued on the screen the entire time. So I can just listen and laugh and, still follow it, but not crochet. And that's what I'm going to be doing with Riverdale tonight as well. I'm just going to put it on. I might have to rewind a few times, but that's okay. Yes, I do watch Riverdale. I'm in too deep. I've watched this far. I might as well just keep watching, I guess. The first season is pretty good. Like, if you have not seen the first season of Riverdale, like, it's good. I'm not even lying about that. There are some weird things in it, questionable things, but overall, it is a good season. And then in the second season, it's like, well, I'm not sure about this. And then the third season is just crazy and weird. And then the fourth season, I don't actually remember what happens, but I think Jughead is kind of like involved in a murder mystery, and that feels a lot more than the first season, which, you know, I liked, so I felt like that subplot was kind of good. I do not remember what happened in season 5 at all. I think season 5 is when they do the time jump, so when the actors play characters that are their age instead of teenagers. But I actually have no idea what happened in that season. I know that people die, but that's quite usual in Riverdale. And then the 5th season started off with like some sort of alternate universe that was even weirder than Riverdale normally. And now, halfway through season 6, I guess, yeah, season 6, everyone has developed superpowers, I guess. And we are so far gone from the murder mystery, the quaint little small town murder mystery that it used to be in season 1. But I have to admit, I don't hate it. There definitely were worse seasons than this, I think. I feel like they've just kind of embraced the weirdness and are just all in. And I think in like season 3 and 4 and also 5, what I missed was just like the main 4 interacting with each other. Because, you know, you have Betty and Jughead and Archie and Veronica, you know, they used to be dating in those pairs, and they used to, you know, just hang out a lot and do lots of stuff together. But then over the seasons, everyone kind of got their own subplot, and I guess it's realistic that people, you know, drift apart and don't really hang out with the same people anymore, but I think that's just kind of what I liked, the 4 of them together, and they kind of stopped doing that in the show, but now they're kind of like pushing for it again. And I actually think it's a nice development. Getting dark, so I'm going to stop filming here and I'm going to make some dinner. It's going to be really easy, just a pasta and some sauce that I need to heat. And that is it. This is what I always eat when I'm home alone, because I don't need to explain myself. Let's go. Welcome to my kitchen. I always start off with just this, so I can clean this. While I wait for this to cook, I'm also going to use my bread maker and make some bread. uncertain if I should do this, but I am just going to add a little bit of olive oil to this bread mix. And we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Privately owned library. Takisman, since you're a scholar of the library sciences.
The Queen of Wands. Well, I do consider myself a queen. This card represents a new strength or ability you've discovered. The power within you is ignited. That might be accurate.
I actually finished watching Riverdale. There was only one episode I needed to catch up with, so we're done. So I'm just going to keep crocheting and watch some YouTube on the television. I was going to read, but I just kind of don't feel like it. And I also feel like I should take the time to make some actual significant progress on this project, and I will probably wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. I make videos every Wednesday, and you can always subscribe. Here are some videos that I and YouTube recommend you watch, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!